Hey, what's up everybody? It's Mikey Chen. The world really never stops surprising us. There are places so beautiful they have the ability to amaze and captivate. Then there are those locations that are shrouded in mystery, filled with strange disappearances and unexplained natural phenomena that are so complex they remain unanswered even to date. In this video, we're gonna skip over Stonehenge, Area 51, or the Bermuda Triangle, and explore some of the lesser known locations in the world where you could even visit. And though some of these places are relatively free of tourists, they are packed to the brim with mystery. Number 1, the Overtoun Bridge. This one is pretty freaky. The Overtoun Bridge is located in Scotland and it looks pretty spooky, and it apparently causes suicides in dogs. In fact, over the last few decades, over 600 dogs have mysteriously jumped off the bridge, and around 50 meeting their deaths on the jagged rocks 40 feet below. And we're not talking about dogs accidentally falling down the bridge. These dogs are willfully jumping off. What's more spooky is that all of the tragic instances took place at the exact same spot, on the right-hand side between the last two barriers. It happens so much that the Scottish Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals labeled the phenomenon a heartbreaking mystery. Here's a spooky story. A nurse named Alice Trevorrow, whose 3-year-old Springer Spaniel jumped off the bridge in 2004, told a local newspaper, "I can still hear her yelps like it was yesterday. There is no way my dog did it on purpose. There is something sinister going on here. It was so out of character for her. I had parked up, and as she is so obedient, didn't put her leash on. Me and my son Thomas, who was 24 at the time, walked towards Cassie, the dog, who was staring at something above the bridge. What it was, I won't ever know, but she definitely saw something that made her jump." On top of dogs jumping off this bridge, many now believe the bridge is haunted after an incident in 1994 when a man named Kevin Moy threw his baby son to his death from the bridge, as he believed the newborn was the Antichrist. He then tried to kill himself, but was unsuccessful, and when asked why he committed such a heinous crime, he confessed the bridge had made him do it, as it had a powerful effect on him. There has been a lot of theories on why this is happening. Some suggest the strong scent of mink below the bridge. Others say it's just a simple stream of bizarre coincidences. But as the popular saying goes, once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, and 600 times is clearly the work of that ancient Egyptian cat god. Number 2, Dwarf Village. Yangsi, a remote village in southwest China's Sichuan province, has baffled scientists for decades. 36 of the village's 80 residents are dwarfs, with the tallest being 3 feet 10 inches tall and the shortest 2 feet 1 inch. There's too large a percentage to be categorized as a random occurrence, but so far that's the only explanation experts have managed to churn out. Several studies have been conducted in the area, including testing of grains, soils, and water, but no clue has been found for this weird anomaly. Researchers even went to the extent of testing the individual dwarves, but with no luck. Village elders say their peaceful, happy life was ruined on a summer night in 1951 when a vile disease struck the region. Several locals suffered from a mysterious condition that mainly affected young children between the ages of 5 and 7. These children just stopped growing, remaining at the same height for the rest of their lives. And apparently, the disease did not stop with the original victims. It was passed on to the next generation as well. Number 3, let's talk about another mysterious village, and instead of dwarves, this village has a lot of twins. Experts who have visited the remote tropical village of Kodihai in Kerala, India, have been left scratching their heads over the phenomenon that has seen almost 6 times as many twins born than the global average. More than 250 sets of twins born to just 2,000 families. To put that number in perspective, that's more than 6 times the global average and one of the highest twinning rates in the world. What's fascinating is that the number of twins born increases with each passing year. So much so that in the past 10 years, the number of twins in Kodihai has doubled. According to villagers, the twin phenomenon only started occurring 3 generations ago, and experts feel that it could have something to do with what the villagers eat and drink. But of course, no one could offer any concrete explanation. Number 4, Devil's Sea. The Devil's Sea, also known known as the Dragon's Triangle, is a region in the Pacific roughly located around the Japanese island of Miyake, about 100 kilometers south of Tokyo. Ancient legends tells of dragons that lived off the coast of Japan, which gave the region its name. Like the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Sea is a hotbed for weird phenomena, including magnetic anomalies, planes just dropping from the sky, and several unexplained disappearances. Many researchers have attempted to put forth their own theories, which have included suggestions that the volcanic activity in the region may be so staggeringly high it causes magnetic confusion, which will be enough to take a plane right out of the sky. There are also theories that the Devil's Triangle is one of the 7 gateways to hell. Not satisfied with these explanations, the Japanese government even sent out their own research team, the Kaio Maru No. 5, to the Devil's Triangle in 1952. The crew was made up of 31 men, and all lives were lost as they disappeared and were never seen again. They didn't carry out any further research on the area after that. Number 5. South Atlantic Anomaly. It is known as the Bermuda Triangle of space and is one of the most dangerous areas of radiation ever encountered. Known as the South Atlantic Anomaly, or SAA, it's a region over South America in the South Atlantic Ocean, centered at about 30 degrees west and 30 degrees south, and it's big, a little larger than the entire United States. Unlike instrument malfunctions and the disappearances of planes and ships reported in the Bermuda Triangle, the South Atlantic Anomaly is famous for the malfunctions generated in spacecrafts and the mysterious physical phenomena reported by astronauts. Under its influence, spacecrafts can go on the fritz, losing data, having computer malfunctions, and even seeing ghostly images where none exist. The reason is the anomaly causes a dip in the Earth's radiation belt, which are charged subatomic particles that the magnetic field normally keeps at least 500 miles above the Earth. Over the anomaly, though, the radiation belt goes down to 250 miles and lower, disrupting sensors on low-flying scientific spacecrafts that pass through the area. Number 6. The Michigan Triangle. Not all mysterious triangles are located in the ocean. Lake Michigan in the United States has been the site of countless sightings of strange objects and phantom planes. According to marine historian Dwight Bauer in his book Strange Adventures of the Great Lakes, the Michigan Triangle legend was born in 1937 when Captain George Donner unaccountably just vanished from his freighter cabin during a routine coal delivery. Having given strict instructions to be woken up from his bed as the ship drew into port, Donner was nowhere to be found 3 hours later despite his cabin door being locked from the inside. 13 years later, Northwest Airlines Flight 2501, carrying 55 passengers and 3 crew, left New York City for Minneapolis only to seemingly evaporate from thin air as it passed over the Michigan Triangle. The wreckage has never been discovered, despite being the subject of an annual search by the Michigan Shipwreck Research Associates, and investigations still continue in trying to explain the incident. I think of all these, the one that freaked me out the most is definitely that bridge where the dogs are just jumping off. And I don't know about you guys, but I definitely feel like animals, they have some sort of sixth sense. They can sense or see things that we cannot. So for so many dogs to just go to this bridge and go to the same spot and just like jump off, that's some freaky stuff. This actually reminds me of a Chinese legend about this particular type of spirit or demon. And what happens is when someone commits suicide by jumping off a particular cliff or building, whatever, they sometimes turn into this evil spirit or demon where when they see other people walking by, they can possess them and force them to go to the exact same spot that they committed suicide from and make that person jump down as well. I'll go more into that in my different types of ghosts video, so definitely look out for that one. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, and let me know in the comments what you think might be causing some of these mysteries. Thanks so much for watching. See ya!